unlisted and everything. Did it start unlisted? I don't think it did. Shit. Okay, it did. Cool. I'm gonna open the stream in another thing once I go live. Fully live, that is. Actually, I'm gonna do before I go live. Why is it not on night no mode? Oh my god. Wait, what the hell? There we go. That's weird. Okay. Creator Studio. I'm live streaming. There we go. Well, I'm gonna put it live. Okay. So that should be live. I hate streaming. Well, I like streaming, but I hate the act of actually setting up the stream. Oh my god. My audio's all delayed. There we go. That should be a lot less painful on me. Make sure it's still running. Alright, cool. Okay then. Post this to Twitter and I should be good to go. Cool. I'm going to start with nary a response in sight. Beautiful. Okay. This is the time where dual monitors is such a beautiful, beautiful thing. Okay, cool. So, this is my first time playing Encore mode. I pretty much just made sure that Sonic Mania Plus was installed properly. So I have no idea really what this is, other than like the base concept of remixed levels and the sort of chaotic style character selection thing they have going on. But this is cool. Starting in Angel Island, I guess this is Sonic coming back from the end of Forces then? Like, is that what they were going for? I guess so. I don't know what else it could be, so that's what I'm gonna go for. Ugh, that stream just bugged out a little bit there. But cool, let's go. Hey, this is very, very faithful to actual Angel Island Zone, except with like and more. Oh, they got rid of that special ring. Looks like crap. I might actually have to lower the bitrate on that. I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. I think the stream is not looking super good. YouTube says it looks fine. Everything I'm seeing looks like it's garbage though, so I don't know. Yeah, screw these two. I want the Phantom Ruby. Oh, I can't get it. Okay. Oh, there it is. Can I get it? No, I just want the Phantom Ruby. Ah, little bastard. Well then, I guess I'll just do this. Well, that was easy. I guess it's just the one act then. That's interesting. Oh, cool. I didn't realize that was a character selection thing. I probably would have gone with Mighty. Well, Mighty was Heavy Magician anyway, I guess, so I suppose that's for the best. Oh, so he follows you like Tails. That's neat. Oh, I guess I have to be Ray to get up there. That's cool. Alright, neat. So I know he glides like Mario World. Oh, cool. This is going to be big in speedrunning. I can already tell that Ray might be the character of choice, because I bet he can just blaze past levels. Oh, that's neat. I like that they did that way. It's definitely interesting. And into Encore Green Hill Zone. All right, then. Oh, it's very annoying, but I have an audio delay. Like unhearing sound effects and music in game. My gameplay's in real time, but I'd say my audio's like 4 or 5 frames off, and it's just frustrating me. It doesn't really matter anything, though. Like, in the slightest. It's really, really irrelevant. Oh, that's fun. Wait, what does that do? It didn't do anything. Alright, then. Can I get those rings? Yeah. I'm trying to find a special stage. I know where some are, but this is already markedly different. It's not that different. Like, it's still identifiably Green Hill Zone. I'm gonna beat this tonight, but I'm not going for Chaos Emeralds. I do not care nearly enough to do that at launch. I didn't even get the Chaos Emeralds my first playthrough of Standard Mania. So, you know, I have no... Wow, I'm terrible at this game. I have no expectations of doing the other... Although I do want to access the, like, pinball bonus stages. That just looks really cool. Oh, I guess I'm Sonic now. Alright. I don't see the point of having the character switching thing when you can already change on the fly, but, you know, whatever. It's cool, I guess. Ow. Unless they change special ring locations, there should be one coming up. And they changed them. Oh, okay. I want Mighty. Well, I got Knuckles. So that's unfortunate. Oh, I'm stuck between these two. I can't change it. Huh. Knuckles would have been my last choice. I don't like playing as Knuckles in the classic Sonic games. I just don't think it's very fun. Because I don't like his jump and everything. Yeah, whatever. Are mini bosses the same? Alright, yeah. Well, I messed that up. Damn, I'm terrible at this game. Yeah, whatever, just cheese it. Oh, so if he hits the edge of the screen. Oh, you can cancel that into a roll. That's neat. Oh man, I was hoping I could just not engage in the in the special thing at all. That would have been way more entertaining. Whatever. Oh man, that's really fun. I'm definitely gonna play a lot of Ray in the future. He's just entertaining as hell. Oh, that's really cool. He's like kind of the... I wouldn't call him the easy mode, I guess, because that would still be Tails pretty definitively. And like, he's certainly not... I don't know, he controls like Cape Mario. Like, exactly like Cape Mario, except even more controllable, I think? So I think it works like Subspace Emissary, where you die and you switch characters after a while, which is definitely interesting. Okay, I want to get at least a Chaos Emerald. When I said I wasn't going super in this playthrough, I didn't mean like not at all. Well, I did mean not at all, but I didn't mean like not a single emerald. I guess I'll just roll with that. But well, hopefully I can find a checkpoint before the end of the stage. There should be another checkpoint at least. If there's not, I'll be very angry. Ah! Come on, Nice. Because I have not played these yet. Okay. So... Oh, it's like Spinball, where the, one of the buttons lets you do both. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, it's Chaotix! I want Mighty. I didn't know that. What's the button? What's the button? I got Tails. Well, I didn't want Tails, but... Oh, wait, it's not over yet. Okay, cool. So, I just... Alright, cool. I want Mighty. I'm getting Mighty, damn it. Mighty. I did not get Mighty. Oh, okay, the course changes. That's awesome. Ah, no. No, go back up. No. No, do not lose. Do not lose on the first bonus stage. Well, I'm guessing there's only the one bonus stage if it's a pinball table, but... Oh, okay, that's kind of neat. Whenever you're on the level of the... Ah, he got stuck there. Oh, cool. Okay. Come on. Mighty, 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 mighty. Oh, I can't choose when it goes up. It just does it on its own. That's incredibly frustrating. Well, at the very least, this will be easier now, because I can just zip back up. I said, zip back up. Zip back up. All right, then. I cannot zip back up. I was incorrect. I'm a buffoon. No. Oh, damn it. Okay. All right, then. Okay, that's still dope, though, and I added Tails. Nobody wanted Tails. I wanted Mighty. I don't know why I would want the old characters, other than Sonic. Sonic is still my favorite to play in Sonic games. I don't know why. He's one of my favorite characters in general, actually, but I really like him in his own, like, I like his gameplay in most of the Sonic games. Well, that was dumb of me. But you can come out of this into a ball, so I bet you can use that to cheese some of the bosses, right? Well, not like that you can't. I guess it would take some level of, you know, skill and such. Again, not like that. Alright, so far it's slightly harder, but not by much. The level design is markedly different, which I appreciate, but it's not dramatically different. Oh, there it is. I was very, very, very concerned. Alright, then. If that capsule would have not come, and I would have had to restart. I mean, it would have been Sonic, alright. Just launch day glitches. That's perfect. Oh my god, Mighty is a delight. Or not Mighty, Ray. Wow, I'm terrible. Wonder if anyone's actually watched, like, Sega Sonic the Hedgehog or played it. That game's actually super cool. Do I even Spinball, bro? No, not really. I mean, I've beaten that game like twice. I'm terrible at it, and it definitely shows in any other pinball section than Sonic. I don't think there's anything I'm worse at in these games. Well, other than everything else. Oh, wow. This is pretty. I like this palette. This looks very, very, very nice. I'm gonna just go with my normal route, and it'll probably get me killed or something because it's a new thing. I wonder if any of the special rings are in the same place, because I'm terrible at finding those. Like, that's the thing I'm worst at. It's part of why I'm not a big Sonic 3 fan, as much as I like that game. I'm terrible at finding special rings. Yeah, Mighty, or Ray. Why do I keep calling him Mighty? Ray is a lifesaver. Seriously, he makes it so easy to just fly right back where you messed up, because his stuff just cancels momentum. Oh, cool, now I'm Sonic. But I still have Knuckles. I don't want Knuckles. Like, geez, if I want to switch... Okay, let's see if the, Oh, Sonic Mania. There it is. Oh, I lost Sonic. That's really, really terrifying, actually. Let's see if any of the special rings are still where they were. No, but now I'm Ray. So that's cool, I guess. And I got a bubble shield, so I don't have to worry about drowning at least, but... Knuckles, come on. Oh, I didn't know he couldn't climb on the door. That's interesting. God, I hate Knuckles so much. He's just not fun to play as at all. He's like, oh, I'm going to go really slowly, not jump high enough, and I can't climb on everything. Cool. And, of course, because Sonic Mania. If I game over, I'm going to be mad, but I won't. At least I know where everything is. It looks like you get your characters back instead of getting extra lives, which is pretty interesting. I dig it. I like what they're doing with this. It's really cool. I haven't gone through this section with water in forever. I'm so used to just, you know, cheesing past it before that happens. Hey, there weren't enemies here before. That's different. Oh, they changed that completely anyway. I didn't really need to glide over it. Huh. Wow, they really did a lot to alter this, actually. I really like what they did here. Like, it's recognizably the same level design, but, like, yeah, this is a nice tweak. I don't think I'll play this over normal mode. Like, I feel like I'll still generally go back to normal Mania mode as the other, like, even as the new characters, because I'll have to do playthroughs of them and get the emeralds just to, sort of appease my own OCD, but I might play through Encore mode once in a while. This is pretty cool. Ray is pleasant. Ray is a lot of fun. He is stupidly fun. Yeah. And he has the best animations in the game. Like, hands down. Considering this is $5 DLC, I'm pretty impressed. Like, I know it's also available physically, which is... I haven't gotten the physical version yet, because I'm playing this on Switch. I'm going to get a physical copy on PS4. So I got the DLC just to tide myself over. So I guess Knuckles and Sonic are both just actually dead. That's cool. I say Sonic, Knuckles and Sonic. I should say Sonic and Knuckles. That's weird. This level feels a lot more the same. And it's also one of my favorite levels in Mania, so that helps. Although it is still different because not everything that I'm used to finding is where it should be. Special rings and stuff are just missing in every level. I wonder where they are. Like, I'll find them, like, on a subsequent playthrough. Oh, I'm Tails now. Alright. Well, I guess there is only one combination that the, question block thing can switch around anyway. Whenever you only have 2 characters. I need to get my other guys back. Alright, Ray. Come back here. You were getting on my nerves. This is really cool. Yeah, it's only $5. It's definitely worth downloading for that. Just for the extra characters, if nothing else. Yeah, this is, like, a very interesting amount of different. Like, I was expecting it either to be, like, not really markedly different at all from standard Mania, or, like, crazy different, but it's, like, right in the middle. See if I can get anyone back. I want Sonic back. I need my drop dash, and I got Knuckles. Alright, yeah, go figure. If I was gonna get a character back, it would be Knuckles, right? So I think now the board scrolls now, or maybe it isn't scrolling yet. Yeah, it's not scrolling yet. So in theory, if you're good, you can get everyone. Oh, down makes it go down. So with the horrible Switch D-pad, it'll just go wherever it wants. Because I really don't like the D-pad on the launch Pro Controller. I know they improved it later, but I'm not spending another 60 on another Pro Controller. Or 70 or whatever they're costing. Like, the store I work at sells them used for 50, and it has one with a decent D-pad. But even with, like, my work discount and stuff, I do not want to spend that money. Yeah, that went about as well as expected. Man, the levels are exactly as I remember them, except there are spikes everywhere. That's, like, the only difference, but that's fine. It's Encore mode, I guess. They're not exactly the same. That's a lie. That was me being frustrated. They're, like, a perfect amount of altered for what it is. Like, it's not sequel-level altered, obviously. Because, like, let's be real, we're gonna get a Mania 2. And we absolutely should. Mania is an awesome game. And if they were given the reins to, like, make their own levels instead of just redoing old ones, it would be way better. So hopefully that's what ends up happening. So you can't just glide out of anything in ball form. It has to be out of a jump specifically. Or an enemy bounce, I guess. But like an enemy bounce out of a jump. That's really interesting. And you can't do it out of a spring, which is kind of unfortunate, but I dig it. Why did I... no, I lost Ray and I got Knuckles. That's not good at all. That's miserable. Let's see if they made Puyo Puyo harder. I'm bad at Puyo Puyo, but this boss is easy. It is already faster, but I'm guessing he'll still be the worst thing ever at this game. Like, I'm terrible at Puyo Puyo. I do not play this game casually at all. So, we'll see what happens. I love the music here. It's like out of sync, so I shouldn't hum it, but man, it's good. I don't think he's as awful as he was, but I don't think he's improved by much. Although I don't think he ever got a combo on me in the original, so he's still not doing very well. I do like Puyo Puyo Tetris from what I've played, though. I need to pick that up. I'm sure I will at some point. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Yeah, this boss... I'm a huge fan of this boss, but, like, I'm also terrible at Puyo Puyo, so it presents such a dilemma for me. Okay, yeah, no, Robotnik's still the worst at Puyo Puyo. I think he's better than he was, but, like, he's still bad. I mean, I guess they can't make him good, because that would present a serious problem, right? If they had, like, oh, he's really good at Mean Bean Machine like he was in actual Mean Bean Machine, then it would be completely unfair to everyone who, you know, plays this game for the Sonic and not for the references. So, yeah. Still an interesting choice, though. I really admire the whole Mean Bean Machine boss fight. Like, it's just, it was a really cool idea. And I think they did it well, because they got that difficulty, like, perfect. Yeah, he should be dead. I remember at launch you could get, your character stuck there, and it would just, like, break the game. That was really annoying. I'm pretty sure they completely fixed that, though. Alright, this is the famous level, and I'm not playing it as anyone I want to. I mean, Tails is alright, but yeah, switch to Tails, because I want to actually, like, have fun, be able to make jumps, because Knuckles does jump substantially less high than Tails does, and I feel like people don't fully realize that, because some of the other games don't do that. Like, I know the Sonic Advance games, there's just one universal jumping height, and, it was fine, it worked, but it was definitely inferior, or no, it was superior, but from a diversity standpoint, it was definitely inferior to the way the other games do it, where Knuckles doesn't jump as high. Or at least Advance 1, he jumped just as high. I don't know about the other ones. Cause the only one I really replay is Advance 1. That game's a lot of fun. I'm kind of impressed. This is the first time I've tried streaming, like, without using my TV. because my TV is like great for recording Let's Plays and stuff. But for live streaming, it's not really close to my computer, so I can't really monitor, read comments, check bandwidth, that sort of thing. So I'm recording this from my PC just using the Elgato preview window, because on my new Elgato it's supposed to run in perfect sync, and the frame rate's dropping a little bit. It's supposed to be running at 60 like the stream should be, but I'm getting more like 20 to 40 frames per second, but it's still totally playable, so I'm actually really impressed. This will make for a good stream setup in the future. I want to do more streaming. I like streaming a lot. I'm just not... I don't know. I never had the setup that really worked for it, but now I kind of do, so I might do more streams. Not all the time. More of as a, I have nothing else to do on a night off sort of thing, or a special occasion thing. I'm thinking about streaming my first Mega Man 11 playthrough, but I'm not completely sure. Because that game comes out on my 21st, which is, you know, a blessing and a curse. The blessing being, hey, Mega Man on my birthday, and, you know, drunk Mega Man, perfect. The curse being, I'll be drunk for Mega Man 11. I'm gonna get the game at midnight, or, you know, 9 o'clock, or whatever GameStop does, because I have it pre-ordered. So I'll be sure to get it. Okay, I need to get Sonic, and Mighty works. I haven't had Mighty yet, and nothing. Okay, I guess I don't have to get anything. That's fine, game. I'm happy this uses the 3D models for the special stages, too. I haven't gotten any special stages yet, I just realized that. Mighty. Yeah, I got a new character. Cool, now all I gotta do is get Sonic back. Because I do want to get Sonic back, because I like Sonic most of all in this game, especially with the drop dash. Like, this is my favorite 2D Sonic gameplay, period. It's just a lot of fun. And I can't play as either of the new characters. I'm stuck with the base guys. That's great for my stream. Awesome. But like I was saying, for Mega Man 11, I want to stream it probably, but I'm not completely sure. Because that day, I'll be probably partying a little bit. Like, I'll go to the bar with family and friends and stuff, so I'll already be occupied with that. I hope they still give me rings during this boss fight, because I don't have any. Okay, they do, yeah. But on the other hand, right, I wanna play the game, so I'll be sure to do that before I go out at all. Like, I wouldn't be going out at midnight like some people do, where they get drinks like the second they turn 21. I don't care about that. I'm more interested in just playing Mega Man that day, and the alcohol is like a secondary thing. Yeah, but like 21st birthday stream wouldn't be best stream. 21st birthday stream, I would just be completely incoherent and pass out halfway through, and then vomit all over my keyboard, which is waterproof, so it could withstand it and need to be washed. Wouldn't be a fan of that though. But I'm also probably going to end up recording at least some of it for, because I'll be sure to review Mega Man 11. I mean, I dedicated 2018 to Mega Man 11 on my channel, so I kind of have to review it, and that'll probably be within a couple days of launch. Like, the latest, it'll be like a week after launch, probably. Like, it's going to be like a video I actually power through. So I might actually have to end up recording my first playthrough, like, that night, which would be fine. But, I don't know. I don't want to do a victory animation. I'm going to fly above the victory animation. I always love doing that. I do think it's really funny. But I'm definitely excited for Mega Man 11 to come out. Like, between Sonic Mania and Mega Man 11, what a great time for me personally as a gamer, because those are, like, you know, my series. It's so good. I didn't realize you could use this like the things in Scrap Brain Zone. That's kind of cool. I bet if I didn't suck at Sonic, that would have been a good speedrunning thing. I don't know. I play Sonic really weird. I'm like in this mix of exploration and speed. Wow, Knuckles is very stuck somewhere. I really get the vibe that the devs, Christian Whitehead and Stealth and all those guys, must have liked Chaotix a fair bit, or at least thought it was underrated, because the amount of Chaotix callbacks in terms of, you know, everything here really surprises me. Okay. I don't even remember this being here. I know it is, but I don't think I ever went through it whenever I played through Mania. in any playthrough, because I'm not using my usual, like, routes, because I have, like, a set way of playing the game. And just for the sake of some sort of, like, diversity and being interested in what I'm doing. And plus, it's Encore mode, so it's a little different. But I can tell. If I wanted to, I could play through this exactly the same as a typical Mania playthrough. Wait, didn't this lead to something in the original? I don't know. I thought there was a spring there. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong. Oh, I'm back here. This says, let's go. All right. Man, I love Sonic Mania soundtrack. I have to, like, remind myself not to just get sidetracked and listen to it. Because, man, it's so good. Aw, man. Like, I still remember my first time playing Mania at E3. That was, like, the most exciting thing. Yeah, this should be a special ring as well. Huh. I don't think I'm going to get a single Chaos Emerald in this playthrough. Like, I'll get all the characters, at least. Encore mode is really cool, though. This is neat. Well, that was brilliant. I'm the best at Sonic Spinball, clearly. Just 10 out of 10 skills. Just watched my own fail on the stream because it's like a, you know, the set time behind. Streams are always behind. And just watch that happen again right after. It just hurt my heart. Why'd I go that way? I wanted to go this way. There we go. Yeah, a lot of stuff's the same as standard Mania. Like, these are definitely the same levels. Like, they aren't changed enough that I'd like... Part of me is wondering if this is going to be like Sonic Mania 1.5. No, it's definitely just Mania. I do know things change later, because I know every stage has a transition now, which is awesome. Because one thing I didn't like so much about the original version. I know one of the boss fights is just completely changed. At least one of them. I don't know if there's any others, but... Why wouldn't he turn around? Oh, yeah, because the Switch Pro controller has an awful D-pad. At least launch ones do. I heard they fixed the D-pad on the Xenoblade one completely, and I know for a fact that there's more recent Pro controllers that have better, but not amazing D-pads. I don't know why they made it so you can push down on the D-pad, though. It's very annoying. I think it might be to try and emulate... Yeah, Tails breaks this fight. It's super funny. Oh, they changed that slightly. You used to be able to bounce off them to get up there. Wouldn't he be dead soon? There he goes. I was gonna say. I also can't wait for Mega Man X Legacy Collection. That's coming out in like a week. I cannot wait for that, because, like, I mean, yeah, Mega Man X is not my favorite series. Mega Man X1 is my favorite game. I think that game's perfect. But the X series is, like, definitely second fiddle to classic for me. It is my second favorite Mega Man series, but it's not my favorite. But it has Mega Man X8, which I haven't played. It's the only X game I've not played. Flying Battery looks rusty. I like it. I like all the aesthetics, actually. They look really cool. They're very fan game-esque. Like, whenever you play a fan game that's primarily made of assets of other Sonic games, and, like, recolored, like, they still look good, but they don't look original. That's exactly... Hey, cool. I might get a Chaos Emerald yet. Oh, wow. This is starting off with the Special Stage 7 aesthetic. The layout's different, too. I wasn't completely sure if they were changing special stages. They did. I'm also awful at these. I'm the worst at special stages. I can get all the emeralds, but not in one try. Once I've gotten all the emeralds in one try, as Sonic. And normally I can't even get them all in a playthrough. Like, I'm just that bad at these. Not because they're particularly difficult. It's just, like, special stages in general are, like, my weakness in Sonic. Yeah, this is really cool. I just have to focus. I'm so bad at these. These special stages I'm worst at in the series. Actually, that's not true. The Sonic 2 half-pipes are really bad for me. And so is Blue Spheres. And because I never even beat all the Blue Spheres in this. I could, if I was willing to, like, sit down for a day and just do it. It's, like, the only thing I haven't done in this game is the Blue Spheres, which is a huge amount of its content, actually. And I know people would be ashamed of me if I said, you know, hey, I love Sonic Mania. I did not beat all the blue spheres. I just can't. I'm so bad at them. Like, in Sonic 3, Knuckles is not so bad because I've played those ones plenty of times. So, even though they might take me a couple of tries, I know plenty of special rings in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Which I actually might do a stream of some of the classic Sonic stuff soon because I got a PS2 copy of Mega Collect. Wow, okay. Terrible at this. It's actually harder because the frame rate is really low for me in these on my Elgato. I was getting like 20 FPS to 30 FPS, and I'm so used to playing these at 60. Like, it just felt off. But I'm also terrible, so there's that too. I mean, I know it's streaming at 60 FPS, and I could play this on my TV, but that would be very inconvenient for me. And convenience is more important than quality, obviously. But I got Sonic Mega Collection Plus. That's my third copy of Mega Collection. I mean, I have the original Jenny games in their original forms. At least 1 and 2. I have a copy of 3 and a copy of 3D Blast. Waiting for me at work. I have to pick up. Also, I have Spinball, but my Spinball copy is loose, and I want all the Sonics complete. 3 and 3D Blast are actually pretty hard to get your hands on complete. So is Sonic and Knuckles. But anyway, when I stream and record those, I usually use the Xbox 360 version, or Xbox version rather, like original Xbox version of Mega Collection Plus, on an Xbox 360 because it looked really good. Now I'm gonna be using the PS2 version running on my PS3 because I got a backwards compatible PS3 recently, which I'm pretty happy about. That thing's really cool. And at work right now, PS2 games, like anything $10 or under, is just $1. That's our sale. So I just got like 20 PS2 games, and I'm getting more. It's a terrible time for me financially because there's so many games to buy, and I have college payments coming up in like a month. But you know, priorities. Wow, they made this part slightly harder. I dig it. That's cool. But anyway, I got that purely for the sake of, having a third copy of Mega Collection is cool because I like having Sonic things. But also, the PS2 controller, PS3 controller, I don't like the PS3 controller at all, but for Sonic, for platformers in general, it's definitely better than the 360 controller for 2D stuff because it's got a very lovely D-pad. Now granted, I record all of my, classic stuff on a Retron 5 anyway because HD, but my Retron 5 has some audio delay, which is annoying me when I play. I don't mind it for recording. Yeah, that's more like it. But for the sake of recording, it does not matter at all. For the sake of actually playing, it's just a little annoying. But if I was recording it and streaming it and there was audio delay, it would be exasperated to a ridiculous extent. So I was not willing to do that. But I picked up a PS2 copy, so I'm pretty pleased with that. Yeah, he's so cool. Oh, man. They made Ray so much fun. And his animations are all ripped, like, straight from Sega Sonic the Hedgehog, which is such a stupidly fun game that will never get ported. I could stream that sometime. In terms of stuff I want to stream, just stuff I can't do LyingTuna episodes on, basically. Because I don't want to do Let's Plays on here. Let's Plays are, like, totally just a Gamer Gobble thing for me. I mean, I've done Let's Plays on this channel in the past, but I sort of reinvented it a little bit more as a review channel. Just because I think I'm better at making those videos. But I do just like casually playing and talking. So I'm thinking like stuff like Sega Sonic the Hedgehog that's super interesting, but then I'm never gonna do a review on. I mean, I might do stuff on obscure Sonic games eventually, but it's not like a planned thing yet. So I could totally talk about that game. That game's really hard, but it's so cool. I don't think a lot of people have seen that game either, because MAME doesn't always work with it, I think. I feel like it has issues with MAME at times. I never had issues getting it to run, but I know other people have. It plays fine with a joystick, considering it wasn't designed for an analog stick. It's designed for a trackball. Yes, Kyle. Bubsy 3D stream. Hi, Lily. Bubsy 3D would be a funny game to stream, actually. But, like, Kyle would have to be in it with me. If anyone watching isn't aware, Tears Life in the chat is my friend Kyle. And we do videos of primarily just awful games over on his channel. And that would be ridiculously funny. a Bubsy 3D stream. Because that game is just the worst. It really is. I have Bubsy 1 and 2 on my PC. I could do those anytime as well. I've thought about doing... Oh, his animation is from Sega Sonic the Hedgehog. That's adorable. That is the best thing I've ever seen. But, his, like, the Bubsy games are bad. I think he has the worst repertoire of games ever. The new one isn't the worst thing ever, at least compared to the original ones. Because, like, Bubsy 1, 2, 3D, and I'm guessing the Jaguar version, I haven't played it because, you know, Jaguars be expensive. But, the ones I've played are just the worst things on, like, their respective consoles. Bubsy 3D's multiplayer is something else as well. That'll be a video on your channel, though. I'm not going to bother with a stream of that. Bubsy in general is something else. It's a one-of-a-kind sort of series. And I still remember whenever I wasn't sure, like, it was a joke, obviously, but, like, whenever they first announced custom characters in Forces, well, when they were going to announce it, and they had, like, the teaser image out, it was literally basically Bubsy. It looked exactly like Bubsy, and I was like, whoa, that's not a good thing. But I kind of wish it would have been, because that would have been funny. Random. Well, first of all, Knuckles. Because if I'm going to get rid of someone, it's going to be Knuckles. And I got rid of Ray? How? Well, now I got Tails. Dang it. Wow, I'm just having the worst luck with characters. This makes me very incredibly upset. It's not the most upset I've been today. Most upset I was today was whenever I found out, because I'm a Hufflepuff on Pottermore, and that fact makes me want to just blow my brains out, right? So, I had several people take the test, the Sorting Hat test. I guess Mighty's a step up from Knuckles, at least. Although I have no idea how to play as him. He can run, he can jump, he can roll. He's Sonic, all right. I know he has a butt stomp, so I'm guessing that's like the only difference is that he has a like ground pound. Oh wait, I think he's immune to spikes. That's really cool. I really like that. Oh no, he's immune to spikes once, and then he takes damage. That's not as... I mean, I guess that's more balanced, because otherwise he'd be incredibly broken. But still, that's really cool. They did a really good job with this DLC, I have to say. Well, that was lackluster. Man, they did a really good job with Mighty. I used to be a huge Mighty fanboy, which is pretty common amongst younger Sonic fans, I think. Where they're like, yeah, Sonic is cool, but Mighty's the best character. Purely because he's obscure. And everyone feels like some sort of historian whenever they discover Sega Sonic the Hedgehog and Knuckles Chaotix. Sega Sonic the Hedgehog's pretty obscure. I don't really consider Chaotix obscure. It's the best-selling 32X game, I think. But, like, I don't know, man. I wouldn't consider him to be an obscure character. He's huge in the Archie comics, which I know are no longer a thing, but, you know, they were for a long time. So... Again, I just love the remixes in this game. The soundtrack is so good. I just have to like stop and listen to it, which I shouldn't do. It's very much counterproductive to a good stream. Wow, Mighty is really, really, really good. The spikes thing really is more impactful than I thought it would be, considering all the classic Sonic games level designs. He'd be so broken in Sonic 1, because that game was all spikes. So he can bounce off once. That's definitely cool. Like, that, I didn't know there were spikes there. There weren't spikes there in the original. But it didn't matter, because I was Mighty. Alright, Mighty and Ray are where it's at. Oh, man, that was close. And Sonic, because the drop dash is the best thing. Like, people don't give the drop dash enough credit. I love that move. I mean, they botched it in Forces, but they kind of botched everything in Forces, I guess. Like, I still like that game just fine for what it is. But, like, it's not good. Aw. I thought it would get rid of Tails. It didn't. It just made me want to die, in real life. I could kill Knuckles and get Mighty back. I could kill him. I won't kill him because, you know, I don't really want to waste a life. Well, I guess it's not a life. It's just exactly like Subspace Emissary, which is kind of interesting. Come on, come on. Oh, don't. Ah, there we go. Good. This boss is my favorite just because of that fan character that spawned out of it. The Robotnik's daughter fan character. I don't know what her name was, but she was cool. I was half expecting them to make her canon in this, but I know you can't make fan characters canon, because then you have to pay the owners and stuff, and that would be annoying. Man, this part would be cool with Mighty, since I could just zigzag all over the place and not worry about getting hit. Take that, Knuckles, you idiot. I like Knuckles as a character. I just don't like playing as him. Like, I want to make sure that's clear. I like Knuckles just fine. He's cool. Playing as him is terrible. At least in my opinion, he's the least fun character in all the games. Granted, he has alternate routes. I'm guessing he doesn't in Encore mode, because I don't see how he could. I wonder if he'll take us through Knuckles' thing. That would be cool. Huh. Guess I'll find out. Now, my thing's saying the stream looks bad, but my stream preview, because I have YouTube open my other tab, looks fine. I'm confused. Press Garden was not a level I liked at first, and then it became one of my favorites. And I'm guessing they got rid of the incredibly abusable special ring. Because, I mean, I would have if I was in charge of this game. It's funny how the only character I don't have and I can't seem to get back is Sonic. Like, of all the characters to be missing in Sonic Mania, that's an interesting one. So I'm just going to assume this is gone. Because I don't see why they keep it. Yeah, but there's a shield. So, I mean, at least there's something. I think I'm going to stream more often. I'm having fun streaming. I could do, like, weekly streams or something. That'd be interesting. But, yeah, no, this is definitely one of my favorite levels, just purely on the aesthetic. Like, Act 1 and Act 2 both, even though they're totally different. Like, first of all, it brought back the Splats from Sonic 1, who were never in a game, even though they were, like, merchandised and everything. Like, I don't know why they never used them. Alright, time to get Sonic. Come on. No, I got a fire shield. I mean, that's fine, I guess. Wow, way to let me down there. I'll never get Sonic, I swear to God. And I like Sonic. He's my favorite character to play as in Sonic Mania and in Sonic 2. And, well, in Sonic 2, it doesn't matter. It's purely aesthetic between Sonic and Tails. But Sonic's, like, one of my favorite characters, and the live-action movie sounds horrible, and... like, I don't know if anyone has seen anything about that, but Jim Carrey as Dr. Eggman. Definitely interesting. Like, that's pretty cool. Live-action Sonic movie is a bad idea, though. It's a very stupid idea, and I don't know why they're doing it. I don't remember this part of the level. I mean, I know everything's the same, I just don't remember this part of the stage. There we go, now I know exactly where I am. So I think that's unavoidable no matter what route you take. The splats are cool, because Sonic 1 was an interesting game in development. Actually, all three of the Sonic games are fascinating to look into the history of, like developmental history-wise, because all three of them are really weird and different. They changed that location. That was way easier to get before. Doesn't matter, but I do like that they're altering level design that much. No, I think Jim Carrey's going to be the best part of the Sonic movie. Like, I have no doubt. I mean, I'd see it no matter what. Worst case, it's Mario the movie levels of awful, which would be amazing. Actually, no. Worst case, it's a boring kids movie. Best case, it's actually surprisingly cool, like Sonic Boom the cartoon was. Second best case is Mario the movie, which is getting a reboot as well. By Illumination, apparently. I don't know if I haven't heard anything about that in forever, so it might not be true anymore. But, I mean, it was the thing that was supposed to happen, and Illumination's always made bad movies. Although the first Despicable Me is alright, and the second one isn't the worst thing ever. But then, like, Secret Life of Pets was bad, and Minions was the worst thing, and Despicable Me 3 was also bad. So who knows? I guess I'll go this way, then. I love hearing the AI in the background just struggling before it just chaotixes itself back to you. Is chaotix a verb? I guess it is now. I made it one. I like verbifying words. It's always entertaining. This part gave me nightmares the first time. I had no idea what to do. It didn't literally give me nightmares. It just was a nightmare. Because you have to go slow at one point. And, like, that just doesn't compute with my little Sonic playing brain. Not that bad, though. Okay, let's get Sonic. Let's do this. Alright, let's see. Sonic. Sonic! Yeah, I got all the characters. Thank God. And that means I'm gonna play as Sonic, right? No, wait, no, it just adds them to my inventory. I don't want to play as Tails or Knuckles. But you can't change out of them. You can only switch between the two who are immediately, like, present in the HUD. Oh. Alright, then. I don't know why that's just there. But okay, let's see if I can get it this time. I probably can't because this runs at, like, 30 FPS on my monitor as opposed to the 60 I would be normally getting. I mean, I guess I could watch my my own stream, which is, I know, running at 60, I think. But the thing is, it's like 10 seconds behind what I'm doing because it's a stream. So, it's not super helpful. Well, I'm not paying attention to the time at all. I should really get rings. That's really bad. Yeah, they definitely changed these and made them a lot harder. This is like as hard as Special Stage 5 or 6 in the standard game, which is cool. It just means I doubt I'm going to ever do a playthrough of this in one run with all the emeralds. I mean, I struggle to get all the emeralds in one run of the standard game, and usually I just can't do it. I'm so bad at these, but we'll see. Wow, nope, yep, that's not good. Okay. I always jump too much in these stages. I'm just not, I don't care about getting the emeralds, but I want to get one, but I know I'm not going to. I did hear Eggman has a new animation if you don't have the emeralds, so if nothing else, that'll be worth it. Because I doubt they changed the final boss. I mean, it's got to be the same. I don't know why they would change it. That'd be such a waste of resources, considering this is already, like... So this is different then. You have to go this way? Because that just led to a special stage now, and that used to be the exit. So I'm definitely confused. I don't know where to go. There were some of these things at the top. Do I have to hit one of those? Come on. Nope. Come on, Tails. I'm not going to make it. I'm going to make it right up to it and not make it. Nope. Okay, well, that's not the way to go. Interesting. My guess is I'm stupid and I was exactly where I needed to be earlier. Oh, this is drop away floor. It was in the original too. I guess I thought they would be different because there was a special ring. I kind of wish they changed the mini bosses a little bit more, but they're identical. Oh no, this guy's going a little bit quicker with his stuff. Yeah, he's attacking a lot quicker, which is cool. Way to go, Tails. That was your fault, not my fault at all. I do not blame myself for that. Oh, jeez. As a kid, I didn't know Tails could damage enemies from below, so I didn't like playing as Tails because I thought he was just Sonic who could fly and that it was cheating. And it absolutely is. But the fact that he can damage mini-bosses makes him a lot more fun, too. I forget Hydro City, however it's pronounced. That level, you can get the thing to bounce infinitely. I'm pretty sure that's the level. Because I think it resets... No, it's not. It's one of the later levels. One of the levels you can bounce the sign infinitely. I know that for a fact. Like with any kind of timing ability. It's really, like, really, really cool. I love the fact that they all have different things. Like level transitions. That's really dope. Oh man, they made this level, I think, prettier? This is already, like, the coolest looking level in Sonic Mania. Pun half intended. If I could just find a character switching block, I'd be very happy because... Oh, I didn't know they looked in the direction they were sliding. That's cool. This game really is one of my favorites. Like, I know why people aren't the biggest fans of it. They think the level designs are, like, the aesthetics are mostly derivative, which they absolutely are. And that the level design isn't necessarily their type because it's more I want to say 3 in Knuckles mixed with Sonic CD than it is Sonic 2 or Sonic 1, which I typically prefer Sonic 1 and 2's level design, especially Sonic 2. I think of the Jenny games is the best designed. But I think that Mania is better. Like, I just really like Sonic Mania. I think it's an amazing game that does very, very, very little wrong. I know a lot of people who think it's, like, mixed. I know, but people get a little too defensive of this game, too. Like, you're not allowed to think it's bad, which I think is nonsense. There is plenty wrong with it. I know... Who was it? Let's see what I get. That works. I think it was, Donnie, the, editor for, a couple Sonic news sites, TSSZ being the most notable, plus one of the Nintendo news sites, didn't like Mania. He did a little video on it, and he got ripped to shreds. It was horrible. I was very upset, because he's a really cool guy. He's very, like, you know, open to engaging on Twitter and stuff, which I'm always a fan of, in anyone in the YouTubing or gaming community. But he got ripped to shreds, and that was pretty miserable, because I didn't agree with his video. I thought a lot of his points were pretty subjective, but, like, it was a very subjective video. I wasn't trying to be objective. I disagreed with him on a lot of things, but I don't think he had any bad points. You know what I mean? Like, it was totally fine. He just got a lot of flack for no reason, basically. That annoyed me to no end. I think Mania grew on him over time. I think it grew on a lot of people over time who didn't like it. I think any classic Sonic game does, actually, just because these levels are designed to be replayed. The fact that I had a very pleasant first experience with Mania doesn't mean much. I mean, my first experience was a lot of dying, because the collision in this game is a little bit iffier in terms of crushing than it is in the other games. This is my favorite mini-boss, probably, because it's all Shinobi sound effects. And Revenge of Shinobi is a very funny game. It's just really cool. It's not one of my favorites or anything. Like, I think it's a little overrated, but it's still fun. Man, you get a lot of mobility as Ray. Okay, they upped the difficulty on here. He was not throwing out 3 Astrons at once. That's cool. I like that. You know, the best thing about the fact that I, like, totally upgraded my recording setup is that I went from a cardioid condenser mic to a cardioid, super cardioid dynamic mic, which is a slightly cheaper mic, technically, but it's better. Partially because it sounds better, with all the things I have. Like, in total, with all the accessories, it's not cheaper. It's like almost $200. But for this, the base mic, it's like $100, whereas my old mic was like $130. And of course, this has to be connected to a soundboard and everything. So, like, the overall cost is better. And it was all worth it purely because I'm streaming with a fan on, and I know the fan's audible, like, during lulls in the game audio. But if I had to stream this without my fans on, I would actually die. It is so hot here in Pennsylvania. It's actually pretty cool out tonight, so my window fan is really helping, but my bedroom, where all my equipment is ludicrously hot. Also cool, Stardust Speedway Zone. The most famous and popular level in Sonic CD, and my favorite Sonic CD level, even though it's pretty bad. Like, the original version is really, really just poorly designed. But I still think it's fun. And I really like the Marble Garden aesthetic thing they went for with this version, in Mania. You can almost use him almost like an air dash, Ray, I mean. Because he just sort of jolts forward a little bit of speed. Ray is my favorite character, in terms of the added. Mighty's cool, but Ray's just fun. Sonic Mania, Adventures concluded today as well. Which was pretty sad, because I really look forward to those. Is it worth going in with... Oh my god, I was looking up animation. I'll go, why not? I'll do it, even though I have all the characters. What's the harm? Oh, that's the harm. Alright, well... I'm glad I just do better at those every single time. I thought it would be the button for both flippers, but it wasn't. I was using the bumpers to activate both flippers earlier. It was different that time. The individual flippers were on the bumpers. And they still are. But, that was bad. I'm the Pinball King. I'm a pinball wizard, you know? Like, that's my strongest suit. Wow, this is going way faster than it did in the base game. I think this is better, honestly. I think this level's boss is altered. Like, it's not the same at all. Not even the base game. Like, they changed the mini-boss. They're not the mini-boss, the final boss of the level. I mean, I assume the mini-boss are the same. Which I've heard mixed responses to. I mean, at least because a lot of the changes actually leaked months ago on PS4. It was briefly available as an update. I don't have the PS4 version of this. I'm getting the physical copy, but I have the Switch version, which at launch kind of sucked because it was a little bit buggier. People don't seem to know that, but the Switch version was the worst. But now, at least as of last night, I don't know now. I have to check. I'll do that before the stream's over. I'll check because they got rid of the donkey Easter egg in the other consoles, but at least prior to this, it was still in the Switch version. I actually have to check and see because that does matter to me. I like donkey and I like Easter eggs in video games. Wait, where am I supposed to go? This is weird. Down here? No. Up there? Yeah, okay, and then I gotta go through the tunnel. That makes sense. I was wrong. Huh. I don't think I've ever gotten lost in a Sonic Mania level before. Oh, well, I did earlier in Press Garden as well. Oh, I have to go right like I did a second ago, but it just didn't want to work. Ah, good. I swear this level has worse collision detection than the game normally does, too. Which is fitting, because Sonic CD is just the worst. I always like this mini-boss because I just assume it's a tribute to that scene with these guys at the Sonic CD closing FMV. That's the other Jenny Sonic game I still need that I don't even have a copy on hold or anything. Sonic CD. I can get it, but it's just, A, I don't have a Sega CD yet, but I don't really need a Sega CD because I'd never play that version anyway. If I'm going to play Sonic CD, it's going to be the Christian Whitehead version that's running on this engine because it's just, by far the definitive version. Dang it, I like skipping the animation whenever possible. It's totally doable with a lot of the characters and in the different situations, but typically it's just Tails that can do it at any time. So with the success of Mania, can we please get the Christian Whitehead Sonic 1, 2, and CD ports on Switch? I would pay for those immediately. I dropped the $5 or whatever they usually cost on mobile to have them on Switch. Because seriously, that is the best way to play these games. Playing Sonic 1 on a mobile phone with a Wii Classic controller or something, or with a good mobile controller, it's so good because it is randomly, oh, they just made the Christian Whitehead version of Sonic 1 and 2 on mobile and not on consoles. That infuriated me because it's better. I could always run it on BlueStacks, I guess, but yeah. Did they alter this slightly? Other than the aesthetic, obviously the colors are completely different. I think this level feels a little more altered. Maybe it's because it was already a really chaotic level and minor changes add up more in a level like this. I'm really not sure. It does feel markedly different though. Not in a bad way, just in a it's slightly different and slightly harder kind of way. If that makes sense. I don't know if it does or not. I just want to get to the boss to see if it's different in this version too, because if it is, I really like what they did with Metal Sonic. But I don't know, because it got a little bit of mixed reaction because people were like, you can't change the game, to which I say, sure you can. The Metal Sonic fight was pretty lame. But the version that it looked like they were going for was really cool. I think Encore mode would be more fun if you could just freely switch between the characters, but I get why you can't. I guess we'll find out now if the boss was different. I'm excited for that. I mean, it starts the same. Yeah, Metal Sonic. I really like Metal Sonic. He's just cool. I like mechanical doubles of characters. Like, that's why I like Mechagodzilla so much in the Godzilla franchise. Oh, wait. Oh, my God. Ray breaks this fight so much. I like it a lot. That's really good. Yeah, come on, Metal Sonic. Okay, he doesn't break it that much. I'd still say he's easier than the other characters are. No, this way, Ray. Okay, so he breaks the first portion. Once you get a little more vertical, he doesn't really break it as much. I think Ray's my favorite character to play in this. He's cool. Well, first of all, do they still have the Silver Sonic section? Because this is like my favorite. But I know this fight gets altered. I love this part. It's dope. Hey, he shoots out little 32x polygons now. Huh, you actually have to try to hit him now. He doesn't just automatically launch. I don't think he automatically launched at Metal Sonic in the original. But, like... Okay, never mind. He still kind of does. Alright, Ray, let's go. Thanks, Metal Sonic. That wasn't cheap. Hey, Eggman. Okay, they are changing this. Oh, sick. I saw this whenever the PS4 version of Plus leaked forever ago. Yeah, Knuckles Chaotix, boys. I like Knuckles Chaotix a lot. Oh, I have to hit the Phantom Ruby. Or I could just manipulate Knuckles into doing it. Oh, I can't manipulate Knuckles into doing it. I have to do it myself. Well, this isn't exactly difficult. That was actually incredibly easy. It's still better than the original fight because I have no idea how to beat the original Metal Sonic fight. I don't think anyone fully understood it. Aw, man, I thought I was going to get the Phantom Ruby. Okay, I didn't really think I would get the Phantom Ruby. It would have been funny if you could just get the Phantom Ruby right away. Just end the game there. Although the Phantom Ruby... Whoa. Oh, that's cool. That background was awesome. Alright, moment of truth. Did they keep Donkey Mode? Because if they didn't keep Donkey Mode, then what's the point of Sonic Mania? I know that's a little bit of exaggeration, but like I love Donkey. He's so funny. Assuming I get to one of the parts of the level where I can find out. Oh, he can glide underwater! That does not make any sense. That's awesome, though. Wow, Ray is seriously the best character. Like, if I could have Ray and Sonic as my character team, like I did at the very, very beginning, I'd be thrilled. But no, I don't get that. Of course not. Why would I want the ideal character formation? Can I get to that, please? Wow, they actually make that bubble shield pretty hard to access. Where's my drowning music? Oh, I'm dead. Oh no, I lost my favorite character. Ah, no. And I got Knuckles instead. That's way worse, too. Shouldn't they be playing the drowning music and not, like, this? I mean, I know it's a Sonic CD reference without the drowning music, which is fine. I like Sonic CD a lot. Wow, I'm having terrible luck. Hey, I got Sonic! Alright, well. Perhaps now I can get to that bubble shield. Good. Now, I won't lose immediately. Let's see if I can Donkey Mode. Oh no, they got rid of Donkey Mode. I think it's left, 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 right, 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 up, up, up. And then it would play a ring sound, but no, there's just no Donkey Mode. No! Donkey didn't even care if I remember right. Just YouTuber Easter eggs that are like that are cool. Like YouTuber Easter eggs like in general, I don't really care about. That looks really polluted that way actually. But I really like Donkey Mode because it was very, very appropriate, you know? It was kind of a loving reference. I just want to land on the thing. Jeez. So I lost most of my characters. That's not great. I like how his mouth switches sides. Depending on what's going on. Pretty pleasing. So he has the, sort of like the bubble shield bound thing, but he doesn't bounce and he's immune to spikes, in case you aren't aware of what Mighty's deal is in this game. I like what Mighty's like in this game, actually. I think they did a really good job with him as a character. And I lost Mighty. Now it's down to Sonic and Tails. I guess as it should be. Except it shouldn't be, because I didn't want to be Sonic and Tails. I wanted to be all the new characters, and I have to go re-unlock them because I couldn't do Hydro City Zone for some reason. Even though this level is completely unaltered other than palette. Like, it's seriously identical. Maybe it's because I'm just so used to playing as Sonic. Because I seem to be doing fine as Sonic. Well, I don't remember these snake-like platforms here. They might have been there, but I don't think I ever took this route, so I don't know. Yes, Mason Lambert, you joined and I instantly failed. If it's when I think you joined, I have no idea when you joined, honestly. I was looking at the game. I wasn't looking at the chat for a while. Come on, Sonic, go up. I always liked the Sonic Master System references that Mania was full of, though. Tails is drowning. That's, tragic? In quotes? In question mark? I don't know. I don't care. I will get everyone back, I'm sure, by the end. Or at least, hopefully I'll get everyone back. Ideally, I would like to. I don't just want to have Sonic and Tails. That's incredibly boring. Although I guess the altered level design is enough to be, like, interesting. Because it is definitely interesting for me playing it. It's, like, just different enough that it's throwing me off. It's harder. Which I guess is what would be expected. Man, I love the drop dash in this game. It's just so perfectly implemented. Like, the physics are just flawless for it. These levels weren't really changed much for Mania in the first place, so I guess it makes sense that they're not very changed for Mania Plus. But honestly, I was kind of hoping they'd be a little more different. Because yeah, Hydro City was not altered, really at all for standard Sonic Mania, so I'm kind of in shock that they didn't change it in the slightest for this. I will say that Encore mode's already longer than a standard Mania playthrough is for me, just because I'm like, I think I'm at around an hour, over an hour, yeah. The stream's been going for an hour 12, so in terms of gameplay, that would be like an hour-ish. Yeah, let's get some characters, boys. Alright. I know I'm terrible at this. Okay, I will not get characters. Why is that so incredibly difficult for me? Like, there's no tilt option, which already confuses me, because I don't know why they wouldn't include a tilt option. Because Spinball let you influence the character, and Adventure had tilting. So, you kind of expect them to let you tilt the board, but you can't, which is fine. I mean, it makes sense. I swear I had better luck with it at the beginning. Sonic, get back here. Sonic, get back here. What are you doing? Alright, bye, Sonic. You'll respawn anyway. Well, I guess the next level I'll get all the characters back if I can. I don't want to not have my characters. That's just not entertaining. Let's see if this boss is still the same. I did not, for the longest time, know that you could actually destroy the, mines that Robotnik lays down by dropping bombs on them like that. But it makes this entire fight, like, even more of a joke. It was already a joke in the sense that it's literally a joke. It's funny. But it makes it a little bit challenging because you at least have to time these. And Robotnik is immune. I don't know why I'm calling him Robotnik and not Eggman. That's very unlike me. Robotnik, Eggman, whatever his name is in this game, I think they go by Eggman in Mania, is immune to the bombs. So if you drop them and they hit him, they bounce off, and then you can't destroy his mines, which is, you know, cool. Because I guess what I'm dropping are more depth charges than they are mines. But yeah, I did not know my first playthrough that you could just drop bombs on them. The game would have been a lot easier that way. Why am I playing as lame guy? Oh, well, let me switch to Sonic. That's odd. I wonder why I can't switch to Sonic. I don't want to be Tails. I want to be Sonic. He has a drop dash, and I don't like flying in Sonic. So, there we go. Maybe it's because that was like a transition point, and like the signpost for Tails is probably loaded. That's probably why. That makes sense. I don't remember this entire section of level. Maybe they did change it more for Encore mode than I thought. Because I don't remember any of this. Again, could be a route difference. but I don't recall this at all. Honestly, this is so different. Again, not a complaint. If anything, totally the opposite. I like the fact that Mania Encore mode it's different than standard Mania mode. That's definitely cool. It's just like, it's different where I don't expect it to be, which I guess, again, is appropriate. Like, I don't like the fact that they just don't have the drowning music. Maybe that's a glitch that'll be patched out. But I know it's a very Sonic CD thing. If that's what they're going for as a Sonic CD reference, then it totally works. But I somehow doubt that's what they're going for. I'm guessing it's just coincidental. Just wish, I can't wait to get a physical copy of this. That'll definitely be pretty cool. Because again, this is a DLC copy, which is $5. So, you know, if you have Mania, just get this. Honestly, it's worth it for the extra 2 characters alone. But I want a physical copy of Mania for my shelf. I just feel incomplete without it. Nah, I don't want to switch to Tails. I'm glad the physics are also still glitching up all over the place. Like, not glitching up. That's not the right term. Mania has really, really classic Sonic accurate physics, and that's one of the things I like about this game so much. I'd say more, I'm terrible at classic Sonic, even though I play it all the time, and I go all over the place when I'm on any kind of slope. That's more accurate. That's more or less what I'm trying to say. Yeah, okay, now it's not so different. Because I think this level's the least changed in all of Sonic Mania in terms of its returning stages. Like, they didn't do anything for Hydro City. Like, this is better. This is more like a standard Mania remix of a classic Sonic level, though. It doesn't feel substantially different. It feels like the same level that any other Mania stage would be different from the original. Which would be fine, except that this level was already pretty much identical in standard Mania mode. Again, that's just not as fun without Donkey's voice. I don't know why they got rid of that. Originally, this is only on the other versions, but now even on the Switch version, I think. Either that or I put in the code wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's the Sonic & Knuckles level select code. So, I mean, I could be wrong. I might just be an absolute idiot. That's actually very likely. I generally am pretty dumb, but who knows. I do know you can now add the different abilities from the other Sonic games in a standard playthrough, though. You can have debug mode, which I wouldn't want. You can have the Insta Shield or the Super Peel Out. It's pretty cool. I think the Drop Dash is more fun, which is not a super popular opinion from what I can tell. Wait, did I just come this way? No, okay. Apparently not, because, you know, I got rings. Oh, it's 50 rings, that's right. Dang it. I want to get my characters back. I had all of them. I don't even know why I'm getting worse at it, because it's the same one every single time. Oh, hi, Robotnik. Eggman. This boss is one of my favorites and least favorites. Favorites because it's unique in the first phase. Least favorites because it's literally a Sonic and Knuckles mini-boss. Or Sonic 3 and Knuckles mini-boss. You know, same thing. I'm very much in the camp that Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles are one game. Is that Tails drowning or me? Okay, it's Tails. As long as I'm not the one dying, I don't really care. Now I'm the one dying. Well, bye, Tails. Please be over soon, because I don't have any rings. I need rings. I'm getting very nervous. I don't like not having rings in a boss fight. Like, I know I'll get more rings during the final phase of the fight. Oh, thank God. Okay, cool. There we go. That's more like it. I'm not used to not having rings for any of Sonic Mania's fights, actually. Like, this is so lazy, though, isn't it? Like, it's literally the fight from Sonic 3. Hydrocity Zone. Hydrocity Zone. Water level. Zone 2. Because I don't know what people are calling it these days. At one point, everyone was Hydro City, and then Hydro City, and, look, man, it's just the water level from Sonic 3. Well, all the levels in Sonic 3 had water, actually. As I recall, I haven't played Sonic 3 alone in a while. But I'm pretty sure the first half of Sonic and Knuckles, or Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Why am I having such a hard time, like, differentiating them as not the same game? There we go. That's what I was trying to do earlier. Come on, really? I'm struggling that much? There we go. Oh, look at Tails go. I mean, I know you can fly, but don't you usually have to, like, put effort into that sort of thing and not just levitate above the ground? Not complaining. It's good, I guess. Like, I guess I don't think it's that good. It's pretty lame, actually. Oh, we go through the Knuckles version. That's great, actually. I don't like the version of this in standard Sonic Mania. That's a marked improvement, actually. Dope. Yeah. Oh, no, wait. No, it's the Knuckles version, yeah. I mean, I know it's not the Sonic version because, you know, it's not a Sky Chase level. Which, let's be real, nobody likes Sky Chase. Well, I say that, and now probably all the Sky Chase fans are very angry. Typically, though, Sky Chase isn't a super popular level because it's an auto-scroller, which is already weird in Sonic, but it's like a weird auto-scroller. It's fun enough, but, you know, not typical. Now, Mirage Studio Act 2 I'm pretty biased towards because that was the first Mania level I played back at their booth at E3, 2017, which is cool. I quite liked the level. The representative was super nice, too. I had a fun time chatting with him. I think it was a Sega Europe representative. He was cool. Was very insistent that I check out PAX, which I'm sure I will eventually. It's next on my convention list, actually, after MagFest, which is going to be January. I cannot wait for MagFest. Once they announce the dates and put up their tickets, I will book. That should be fun. Not sure if I'll do any, like, content from MagFest or any MagFest-related content, period. I might, like, do a haul video or something after, or, you know, maybe do something Gamer Gobble related while I'm there. I have no idea. Because, I'm going with, Tim from Gamer Gobble. So we'll be there together, so we could do stuff relating to the channel. It's just a matter of if we're going to want to do that or if we're going to want it more as a vacation, because, you know, that'll be during school break, and I have 2 jobs, and, you know, I'm going to want the time off. Will be nice as time off. And I love doing my YouTube stuff, but, like, it is work. LyingTuna and Gamer Gobble both, they are quite a bit of work. Oh, yeah, I have Tails. Come here. Of course. Of course it's Knuckles. For anyone watching who does not know, I don't like playing as Knuckles. He's not fun. He's incredibly dull to me. But whatever. Exocelsior. I never noticed that. I'm guessing it's always been like that. I didn't notice, and I really like it. Sonic Mania really is, like, one of my favorite Sonic games. It's so good. And I wasn't sure, you know, when I was figuring that out, like, my first playthrough even, I was like, this is something special. But I wasn't completely positive that it wasn't just the rose-tinted glasses of, hey, this is a new game. How exciting. But no, it's genuinely that good. I've only done 1 Knuckles playthrough, so I, like, barely know this level at all. So it feels new to me, which is probably terrible because I'm terrible at the game. Alright. I mean it this time. Yeah! Alright. Let's get some boys back. Alright, we got 1 of the 2. All I have to do is not fail this. I can do it. I just gotta get Ray, and then I don't care about failing anymore. And I got a water shield instead. I didn't want a water shield, but that's a-okay. Because now the level's bigger and harder. I think the thing that's bothered me is that it has pretty good pinball physics, all things considered, but, you know, it's a Sonic game, and usually you can influence Sonic when he's a ball, a pinball even. Go left and go down. I got him. Yes. Thank God I have all the characters back. Oh, that makes a world of difference to me. I haven't gotten this far in the board yet either. Let's see how high I can make it. All right, well, I couldn't make it very high is more or less the answer. I swear he just clipped through that, which sucks. Please don't take Sonic, and it gave me, like, the lamest possible combination. That's awesome. Thanks, Sonic Mania Plus. I'm so glad that we are such good friends. Hang on. Ah, that's more like it. Give me a good character and another good character. Oh, this doesn't refill. That's interesting. I always thought the Exocelsior... The water spigot things. I thought they refilled, but they don't. That's cool. Yeah, I barely remember this level, though. Like, I know I've played through it plenty as Knuckles. I've done, like, 3 Knuckles playthroughs. It's just... I think 3, because I did 1, and then I did another one. I did 1 at launch, and then another one, like, post-launch. And then I did my, Knuckles and Knuckles playthrough, because everyone has to do that. But this is the level I kind of played the least in Mania, probably. Because this is the only Knuckles exclusive stage. Oh, cool. It transitioned into the Sonic level. Oh. Not cool. I can't get the special ring. That's actually really obnoxious and devious, and I hate it. So that one's in the same place, kind of, because this is the same as the end of the Sonic level. I don't think the Knuckles level ended with the Sonic level, did it? I don't remember him going on the train. He must have, because I don't think they added to it. Unless they combined the levels, in which case, rad. Let's see, does he launch me into a plane? No. No, this is the Knuckles boss. Okay. I must just be stupid. It's not how I remember the level going. Interesting. I mean, I know this boss is the same. I know this boss pretty well. Well, not pretty well, but I remember him. Because the Sonic version, he's leaping all over the place like a goddamn lunatic. But in this version, he's not. I'm getting really stuffy. I think it's because my fan is full of dust. So now I'm getting all stuffy, and I'm next to my fan, but if I turn the fan off, I'll overheat, and it won't be fun. Soda kind of helps. I love whenever the screen scrolling just stops you dead. That's great. Like, what's actually stopping Sonic? Like, in universe, what could it be? I have no idea, but I love it. It's good. That wasn't so good, though. That was just me being the worst at Sonic games. Wanted Knack, or Fang, or whatever he's called these days. I actually don't know what he's called these days in the US. Is it Knack or Fang? I genuinely have no idea. Like, I know the old days, it was, you know, Fang in Japan, Knack in localization. Bleh. But, like, I don't know what he's called now in the US. That's definitely something I'll look up after the stream, because it'll bother me. This level, like the normal version, was the first Mania level I ever played, because I played it at E3. I was stupidly happy with it. Like, it wasn't the game I was most hyped for. That was Mario Odyssey, which is, you know, Mario Odyssey. It's amazing. I actually think this is my game of the year of last year, though. Yeah, I got my main boy back. All right. I'm terrible as him. You can't fly. Oh, you can fly out of that. Awesome. Oh, I love how they implemented him so much. They did such a good job with Ray. And Mighty's fun, too. But, like, Ray is so good. I got rid of the bar stools. That's a little bit faster, actually. I didn't care about Ray before this game. I mean, he was fine. But, like, in Sega Sonic the Hedgehog, which was his only, you know, canonical appearance, other than, like, the poster and Generations, I always played a Sonic in that game. On the rare occasion I would, like, you know, run it through MAME or whatever. Because, well, I like Sonic a lot. He's typically my main character in these games. But now, next time I play it, I might just play as Ray. I played through it, a little bit as Ray. But, cause that game's actually really cool. It's like what 3D Blast, I say should have been, but there's no way they could have pulled that game off on the Genesis. It's what it should have been like if it had been a 32X Saturn game. It's a cool game. I like the fact that they're bringing back references to that game, because I hope it means we get a release. I would buy the ever-living hell out of a re-release of Sega Sonic the Hedgehog. I think a lot of people would. This boss fight just gave me, like, ridiculous pleasure the first time I got to it, because, like, you know, I wasn't expecting it to be like, oh, cool, Sonic the Fighters references, which I think is what they're going for. Like, I know it's, I know Knack's not a Sonic the Fighters character exclusively, but, you know, the other two are, in addition to other games that aren't Sonic. I think they were in, like, one of the Virtual Fighter games or something. But here's good old, Bark. Odd name because, you know, do polar bears bark? I have no idea, but I don't think they bark. I always got the vibe they'd more, you know, roar. Maybe they do bark. I don't know. I'm not a polar bear expert. He makes Game Gear sounds, which I like because, you know, he's a Game Gear character. So it's very logical that he would make Game Gear sounds. I also just love that boss. It's probably my favorite of the hard-boiled heavy bosses because, you know, he's... Ow, I just punched my mic. That hurt my hand. He's like the least interesting of them in terms of, like, attack pattern. But in terms of just aesthetic, oh my god, he's so cool. And on to, I forget what level comes after Mirage Studio. Oh, great. Awesome. It's my least favorite level in all of Sonic Mania. I do not like Oil Ocean Zone. I don't like its boss. I don't like anything about Oil Ocean. But I like playing as Ray, so that worked for me. He's so cool. Look at him. Oh, look at him go. Look at that boy go. Okay. Well, that wasn't super impressive. But other than the fact that I suck at Sonic, how cool was that? Like, I thought he'd be more like Cape Mario, but he's actually substantially easier to control than Cape Mario. It's just more about, like, learning when it's appropriate to use his flying ability. Which is to say, always, because it's dope. Well, it's not flying, it's gliding. But it's better than Knuckles' glide by a long shot. Because Knuckles' glide, you know, it's completely horizontal. But, like, you can really get some airtime with Ray if you're in, like, the right area of the right level. And you can really use it to skip around. Like, if that, octopus thing, I forget what they're called. The octopus badnik, though. Whatever they're called. If he wasn't there, like, I could have gotten all over the place up there. I could have just zipped right through that platform. But you can use him to, like, just get a tiny bit of height if you're, like, at an absolute standstill. Oh, it's brilliant. He's so cool. I'm just zipping all over the place. I don't even... I never liked this level. It's just so dumb. I don't like Oil Ocean. I like its aesthetic, actually. I think it's cool. It has great music. But the level design sucks. Not so much in the Mania version as much as Sonic 2. I still think it's the weakest level in Mania. But it's not as bad as in Sonic 2. There are people who really like this level, and I totally see why. I don't see why. I lied. I have no idea why people like this level. Also, the badniks are terrible. They're just really cheap. If I had to guess, this playthrough will be over at around a 2-hour mark, which is pretty appropriate, I'd say. It's longer than I typically play Mania for. I'm usually like an hour 10, hour 15 minutes, I think. Maybe it's longer than that. I genuinely don't know how long Mania is. Because when I play it, time sort of just stops going. The only reason I even know how long it's been is because, you know, I'm streaming it, and I can see how long it's been. Because I'm looking at my chat window and stuff. So I have a preview open at all times. Well, they made that a lot faster. Wow. they like tripled the speed on that. I was not expecting that at all. This is the level where it can go infinite. It's Oil Ocean. Okay. It didn't go infinite that time. But under the right circumstances, basically, if you don't move whenever the thing goes all smoky and fiery, it's perfectly placed so you can just jump infinitely and it'll just keep going. This level sucks. I don't like this level at all. It's got a stupid gimmick and it's not well designed and it's not fun. And I need a fire shield. Dang it. Man, I just don't like some of these levels in this. Well, when I say some of these levels, I don't like this level. This is the one level in Mania I don't like. It's not a bad gimmick. Aesthetically, whenever you light everything on fire, it's dope. But it's like, I don't have fun playing this level. It's the only stage in Mania where I'm like, no entertainment is gained from this. Mostly because you lose rings, like, at a constant rate whenever the thing gets all smoky. That's the biggest problem I have with this level. Otherwise, it's not the worst thing ever. Like, it's bad, I think. Oh, wow, it's definitely clouding up a lot faster. Alright, that's fine. It's just slightly more difficult. But, man, I don't like this gimmick. I don't like this level. That's it. That's the only level in Mania. I can't believe it still, because it's the Sonic game that I think has the most consistency. This just switches me with Mighty, right? No, it changed me to Tails. Oh. Well, I didn't really want to be Tails, but he can fly, so he's good for this level, I guess. I think I actually have to just roll down here. See, the D-pad on the Switch controller, the Switch Pro controller, like, again, I got my Switch at launch, and I think the Pro controller is just not good at launch. Like, it's a great controller. The analog sticks, the buttons, the overall feel of it. Oh, it's such a good controller. Not that D-pad. It's playable. It's what I'll be using for Mega Man X. It's what I'll be using for Mega Man 11. It's what I use for Sonic Mania. But, like, it could be better. And later Switch Pro controllers are better, but the launch version, the D-pad is just really iffy. I don't know why it's got a worse D-pad. I don't know why they thought, hey, let's just not put effort into making the D-pad. But it seems like that's what they did. Which I really don't get, because all they had to do was reuse the Wii U D-pad. The Wii U is one of the best D-pads I've ever seen. Or I guess used? I don't really care what it looks like, since seems not the right term. But, you know what I mean. It's a very, very good D-pad. And this is just a mediocre D-pad, I guess? Like, It's better than, say, the 360 D-pad, which is unusable garbage. I'm playing this game fine with it. Like, it's still better than using the analog stick or the Switch Joy-Con button D-pad thing on the left Joy-Con. That's terrible. Like, it's fine for, like, you know, inventory and Breath of the Wild, and even some platformers, I can deal with it in, like, short bursts. But, like, if I'm playing the whole way through Sonic Mania, like, I played it portable plenty, so, I mean, I'm used to using the, god-awful D-pad solution they have on the Joy-Cons, but it's so much worse. I don't know why I keep slowing down. That's really weird. I'm going to start losing rings soon. I need to find a, Oh, never mind. I'm at the end of the level. It'll clear up. I'm at the worst boss in the game. That's good, right? Like, I don't know anyone who likes this boss. I swear, this boss is just massively unpopular. Maybe not massively. It's the only boss I consistently die at. How about that? Like, I die almost every time I fight this guy. Is that me sucking at the game more than anything? Probably. No, why did I fly? I meant to just hold the jump button. Dang it. Hey, it doesn't automatically get rid of all your rings now. They float under the thing and become transparent. Okay, they fixed this boss. they fixed the main problem this boss had, which is that it's hard. It was too difficult for where it's at in the game. It was harder than any other boss in the whole game. Now it's not. Okay. Way to go, Christian Whitehead. I guess I should have expected that. Because what else didn't they... Like, it's Sonic Mania. They typically fix everything. Wow, that's really good. Cool. I'm very pleasantly surprised by that. It doesn't make me hate the level any... No, it makes me hate it a bit less. Because it's only half the level design that I hate. It's a big chunk of it, honestly. I don't like the level design. But it wasn't the only thing I didn't like. The boss was part of it. So, that's definitely an improvement. And now we're at Lava Reef, which is a level I'm bad at, but I still like. I don't know. And that transition was dope. They did such a good job with the transitions. It's just a massive improvement over the original. Mania Plus is worth the $5. A lot of the stuff is actually not required. The only DLC stuff that's actually DLC that you have to pay for, to my knowledge, are the characters and Encore mode, is what we're playing. But a lot of the superficial and mechanical changes, like, you know, the boss being altered, the bosses in general having alterations, as well as a few other things are completely free to anyone who has any version of the game, which is good because that's how it should be. Like, I'd say it's worth the $5 for the characters in Encore mode. I'd say this is well worth $5 as a DLC thing. And if you don't have the game yet and you want to get it, well, just buy it physically, honestly. At least if you care about physical games, because I do. I wonder how they charge for the game digitally now, though. Is it just, like, the cost of the game normally without the DLC? Because if so, I mean, I wouldn't care. But, you know, I did quite like the DLC, and I'd be kind of mad if I got the game at launch and had to pay more. I'm starting to get tired and delirious because it's kind of late. It is 12:30, and I was up early for work today. I think I'm going to make streams a thing I do now. Well, way to go, Ray. You did it. You done good. Well, done goofed more like, but, you know, still. The difficulty feels like it scales a little bit better in Encore mode too. Because the original Mania kind of just went from easy to hard. I don't know why I'm struggling to get in there, because that's not difficult. Like, pretty abruptly, though, just changed difficulties. This version's not really doing that. I don't know why I jumped. Yeah, this version's difficulty, seems a little more well-balanced. Not balanced. It's actually harder, but it seems a little more, a little bit better scaled than the, original version. Again, this is not going to replace standard Sonic Mania for me. Like, standard Mania mode level designs. I think those are still better. And if I had to guess, outside of, like, you know, people specifically saying, hey, Encore mode, it's still going to be, like, standard Mania that people are really into. But, like, even then, like, they improved Mania. They genuinely did. They fixed things I didn't like about it. The very few faults that I think it had. Well, I wouldn't say faults I think it had. I think the Sonic gameplay is inherently flawed. It's some of my favorite 2D platforming ever. But it's not amazing all the time. When it works, it really works. It's a lot of fun. But it kind of is iffy at times. And it can get a little bit repetitive depending on who the level designers are. Although I would say that is more at fault, more the fault of the designers than the inherent design of the game. Because I think mechanically, like in terms of just core base ideas, the Sonic gameplay is really, really solid and just makes sense. But it's not super deep, I guess, is the thing that I would say. Like, it's not incredibly nuanced. There's not a ton you can do with it outside of just typical Sonic level design. It's just about making that level design interesting. But I think Mania just did that really, really well. For some reason, I thought it was Tails for a second there. I tried to actually fly instead of doing the Ray glide thing. I'm glad I'm getting tired when I am, because we're almost at the end of the game. So that's at least really good. I'm not going to be, like, delirious trying to finish this. Wow, they did a really nice job with Sonic Mania Plus. I'm still impressed, because for ultimately, you're paying $5. I should have switched out of Knuckles. Wait, hang on. He has a slam attack. Okay, no, I thought it might be able to, like, to destroy spikes, which would have been really OP, but no, it's just a ground pound. It's a nice momentum cancellation thing, though. He feels kind of slower, but I'm not actually sure if he is or if I'm just nuts. Like, I could just be nuts. I'm honestly not sure. I like this boss. I think it's very original. I didn't mean to go on that spot. I wanted to go here. Then dodge around all of his stalactites and garbage. But this fight's cool, because you can't hurt him until, like, a certain point. But he gets damaged by just interacting with the ground. But from here on out, he's actually damageable in addition to that. So that just becomes about when you want to attack him. But you can't hurt him when he's red hot. I think you still hurt him if you attack him, but he hurts you, too. Like, it's a really cool fight. I really wish you could just alter characters whenever you want. Like, if you could just, like, cycle through all 5 of them, that would be dope. But, I mean, I get why you can't. It's very Subspace Emissary in that way. It's just like, you know, I want to play as Ray, Sonic, and Mighty, and that's it. Actually, just Ray and Sonic. But instead, I am not. Hey, Quartz Quadrant stuff. I don't know why that always, like, excites me every time. I don't even like Quartz Quadrant. But it's cool that it's, you know, there. Again, I like the fact that the way Mania addressed levels that weren't included but are still fan favorites. They were just like, well, we'll just include them in other similar levels. Like, that's clever. I don't know. I wouldn't say it's, like, brilliantly done or anything, but it's done well enough that, like, you can definitely tell what they're trying to reference without it ever feeling super forced. Aha, Knuckles, you're gonna be useful for once. Because we can take the upper path with Knuckles. Because I messed up the platforming. See, Knuckles, you're not complete trash. You're just, like, mostly trash. Knuckles, you suck. Alright, that wasn't really Knuckles' fault. Beat me somewhere else, and I got rid of Why do I keep getting the characters I don't want? I don't want to be Tails and Knuckles. Those are like the only characters I don't want. But I don't want to kill them off. I want to end the game with everyone. But like, I'm just not getting any of the characters I want in the cycle. There might be a way to like ensure you get specific characters, but if there is, I don't know it. Ah, great job, Knuckles. That was awesome. Like, you can say, oh yeah, but Ian, that's clearly your fault. You just, you know, dove through it. To which I say, Knuckles should know better. He's like the ancient guardian of the Master Emerald or whatever. Shouldn't he be like wise to my tricks? Wise to my failings? I don't know. Knuckles just isn't fun to play as for me. I don't really hate him. Like, I'm kind of ripping into him. I don't hate playing as Knuckles. I think he's fine. I like him in some of the other games a little more than Mania. I guess is more accurate. In Sonic Advance, he's cool because he doesn't have any disadvantages at all. Because he has the same jump height and runs. At least I think he has the same jump height and run speed as the others in Sonic Advance. Whereas here he's, you know, slower and doesn't jump as high. And, you know, it's... In Sonic 3 and Knuckles, I think it was better implemented. But, I don't know. If I'm going to play a Sonic game, I want to play as Sonic most of the time. But, man, they made a really, really cool set of extra characters in Plus. Tails is fine, too. I don't hate Tails. But it wouldn't be my ideal choice, ever, to play as. Okay. That was pretty close. Tails, it's your time to shine. Come here. Okay. Way to go, Tails. Okay, Sonic, let's go. Come on. Be not awful, Sonic. Do the stuff I usually do when I play as you. Like, not immediately dying when I try and do basic platforming. That'd be good. Again, is it my fault for sucking at the game? Maybe a little bit. But, like, I blame Knuckles. I blame Knuckles for Tails' death as well. Spoiler alert, Tails dies confirmed, man. It's known now. Anyone remember that debacle? That was horrible. By horrible, I mean incredibly annoying. Where a lot of the younger Sonic fanboys were completely convinced by the joking notion that Tails would die in Forces. Despite being present in marketing from the beginning. He's on the poster hanging behind my PC right now. They have a Sonic Forces poster for some reason. I'm not completely sure why I have a Forces poster. I mean, I know why I have it. I got it E3. I'm not sure why it's hanging, other than the fact I didn't really have other posters to hang up behind my computer. And I wanted stuff to have for a background for videos, so that my my background for facecam stuff wasn't just me sitting there in front of a gray wall. It was in one of the videos, and I think Top 10 Mega Mans has that, and it's incredibly boring to look at. Like, I'm incredibly happy I changed that with some posters and spiced things up a little bit. Come on, Knuckles, you can do this. Why did I say Knuckles? Probably because Knuckles can't do it, and I'm just trying to encourage him to not die following me. I don't know if the levels are longer, if I'm just really sucking at the game. But it feels like they might have extended this level a little bit, or else added a little more, like, platforming and obstacles. He's recolored. He wasn't pink originally, was he? I thought he was green. I thought no, Shinobi's green. Was Heavy Rider always pink? I don't remember that. I mean, if so, you know, it's cool. I just didn't know he was pink. He's definitely harder. He's swinging his chain ball a lot faster. Gotta get Tails back. I'll have to actually try to get a checkpoint pinball game soon. Sonic CD noises. The thing with Sonic bosses is that they aren't overly difficult in any situation. Even like a pretty tricky one like this one, or at least like the Encore mode version was kind of trickier. You know, just farm invincibility frames and you'll eventually beat him. I mean, it's not the ideal way to fight, obviously, but it's functional. Yeah, maybe he was always pink. I really like the Motobug. I know he's a reference to like a fan hacker who passed away, which is also great. But I just like the fact that he's based on a fan game, period. That's really cool. Again, I do know the context behind him, but I don't know. What's going on back there? What are they staring at? Like, that wasn't a thing before. Oh, okay. They didn't stare at Metallic Madness the last time. In the normal version. At least I don't remember them doing that. Maybe they did. Again, I'm not very up on my Mania. I haven't played this game in a couple of months. Again, it's one of my favorite Sonic games, period. I love Sonic Mania. But, I don't really have a lot of free time to play games. I'm usually working on projects, and if I'm not doing that, then I'm at work. So, or, you know, school. Like, my Switch has barely been on, other than, recording stuff. Like, I'm actually upset at how little I've been using my Switch lately. That should be changing with a couple of games coming out soon. Namely Mega Man X Legacy Collection, Mega Man 11, Smash Brothers Ultimate. Man, that looks good. I really can't wait for Smash Ultimate. I'm very bad at Smash Brothers. Nice, we got the good boys. The new boys, yeah. Let's get 50 rings and save Tails from, you know, internment. Didn't really want to go this way, but no. Alright, well, maybe we can't save Tails from internment. Internment in a pinball machine. It's better than a lot of other people who are interned have it. Interned, I don't know. Interned, because internment is a verb. Okay, that makes sense, or not a verb. It's a noun representing the idea of being, basically held. I don't know why I'm talking about internment camps on a Sonic stream. And it's fitting enough for, like, Sonic Forces, I guess. You know, stuff like that happen in Forces. Kind of. Okay, maybe that's an exaggeration. Not really. They tortured Sonic on a spaceship. Like, he was properly tortured and abused, apparently. You don't really get that vibe. But, like, they apparently went all, like, you know, Zero Dark 30 on him. And I'm like, whoa, calm down. When you think about it, though, even though we're the heroes, but in Sonic Forces, even though we're heroic and we're doing the right thing, we're technically terrorists in that game. Like Sonic, Tails, and your custom character, and Classic Sonic, they're all technically terrorists, because they're all attacking the main regime, which is, you know, terrorism. I'm not complaining, you know. It's Eggman, he has it coming. That's, you know, it's not bad. Okay, I really want to get one Chaos Emerald in this playthrough. I don't care which one it is. Okay, it's going to be the first one, because they don't cycle the stages, but I want to get one. I don't care how long it takes me. Well, I do care how long it takes me, because I'm not going to go back and replay anything. But, let's see if I can do this. I'll, like, be quiet and actually try. Let's do this. Alright, I didn't do it. I couldn't do it. I'm terrible at Sonic Mania. I'm really, really bad at these. I don't know why I'm so awful at them. I'm just a special boy. They did alter the level design a little more here, I think. Like, it's still essentially the same, but it doesn't feel identical. And that's a good thing. It's a very good thing, but it definitely doesn't feel identical. Like, the earlier levels just felt like they added spikes and enemies in some places. Not all over the place, but there were a couple places where it really felt samey. Oh, look at little Baby Ray flying. That's awesome. I mean, it's not Baby Ray. We didn't get... Oh, my God. I can't wait for Baby Ray. Oh, that is going to be a thing, too, because the Shrink Ray's in the next level. Oh, man. Oh, boy. I cannot wait for that. Okay, I guess we are going on the thing. Thought we didn't have to. I just want to get Tails back before the end of the game. I'd like to finish it with all... Oh, there's no way I'll finish it with all of them, because I imagine they're upping the difficulty of the final boss. Who isn't... Oh, no. Oh, that was... absolutely BS, because now we're at the boss. That was highly unfortunate. This mini-boss made me laugh the first time because, you know, this is supposed to be a final boss. This is literally the final boss of Sonic 1. And they're like, mini-boss territory. And I don't even think he's that... I mean, he's not difficult by any means. I'm not doing very well now because I'm, like, half asleep. But he's not a difficult fight at all. Especially with the spin dash, making it way easier to avoid him. My D-pad's just not working at all. He's like, they're going left. Again, it's because you can push in all directions. So it's like registering me pressing left when I'm trying to push right. Man, the D-pad on the Switch controller's not good. Actually, it's even easier whenever you can play as Ray and just, you know, glide in place a little bit. In the original version of Sonic 1, let's say the original version, I should say, in any of the major ports of Sonic 1, you could actually soft block. Well, not soft. Yeah, I wouldn't call it a soft block. You could really screw yourself. Oh no, I lost my boy. You could really screw yourself over though, on this fight, because if you hit Eggman one time after, you dealt the final blow on him, in terms of his, like, you know, actual health, which was totally doable. It was actually really easy. All you have to do is roll into him if you caught him, like, as he was coming up or down. But it would just lock his health back to 256 or some reason, or something like that. That's the number of levels in Pac-Man. It might not be 256, but it's something ridiculous like that, and it just makes the game like soft block pretty much. I mean, if you die, you're out of it, but it certainly ups the difficulty a little bit, in the sense that, yeah, you can't hit him that many times in the presumably 8 or so minutes you'd have left on the clock. So now I gotta get both of the little flying yellow boys back. At least it's like something uniform. You know. So that's cool. Yeah, little baby Mighty! I want it to be little baby Ray, but you know, I'm sure we'll get to that. Hang on, if I slam onto this, is it... Stop it. I want to see if I slam onto a slope, is it a speed boost? No, not really. Okay. That's pretty lame. I would have implemented that differently. Then again, I'm also not a game designer, so it might actually be like a really bad idea, and I could just be an idiot. That's perfectly possible. I am pretty dumb. In the original Knuckles Chaotix, he could run up walls. And I understand why they got rid of that, because, you know, that be Knuckles' thing. He couldn't run up walls. He had a wall jump, but he could cling up a wall like Mega Man X. And it's really cool. I really liked it. Let's see if I can get 30 more rings. I doubt it. Yeah, no. Dang it. Man, I really just want to get my boys back. I want to get the gang all together. Or at the very least Mighty, or Ray, you know. I can take or leave Tails, but nah. Sonic it is. Well, now I definitely have to be successful, because otherwise I won't have all the characters for the ending, and that would suck. I've never gotten this far without... Hang on, I think there's actually a strength laser back here you need to use. No, there's not, huh? That's weird. I got that wrong completely. Up the thing. Way to go, Sonic. You done good. Oh, Knuckles wasn't small and he, like, had to shrink himself. That's really funny. Knuckles can't do anything right. Let's kill him. Okay, I didn't mean to kill Sonic and Knuckles. Oh, no! Oh, no. I don't want to be Knuckles. And I also have to be, like, really, 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 really careful, because I need to not die. Oh, God, this is gonna be really rough, isn't it? Alright, we need to get 50 rings and hit a checkpoint. We need to. Because I don't have anyone else left, and I do not want to game over right at the end, because I think if you game over, it starts over. I'm not completely sure, but I feel like it does. Like, I feel like it's an all or nothing sort of deal. Like, you can't get a game over. And I don't think I will. I think I'll get more characters, but, like, I'm gonna be cutting it close. I mean, I'm already cutting it close. Alright, I'm gonna skip this boy and get 10 rings. So get these boys. Perfect. Okay, I can at least get some of the gang back. Maybe not all of them, but at least a few of them. Never mind. I can't. Ah, damn it. I didn't even see those spikes. It was actually kind of cheap, which, you know, That was my fault. Well, Knuckles' fault, I guess is more accurate. Okay, that's a character, right? Wait for the bomb to go off. Alright, whatever. Character. Alright, nope, it's just Knuckles. It's just Knuckles and Knuckles this game, but not even Knuckles, it's just Knuckles. This is the worst game ever made because it's just Knuckles. I really just don't want to get a game over because I want to beat it. And I'm pretty sure there's no saving in Encore mode. If I remember right, it's a single run sort of deal. And normally I can do that just fine. I don't usually die when I'm playing Mania. But they did up the difficulty a bit. Like, just enough to really screw with me. Because I did play the crap out of this game. Like, I kind of go into autopilot. Like, I couldn't tell you, like, level routes. I don't have them memorized, per se. But, like, I kind of do in a really weird sort of way. Alright. Alright. So, if I find a checkpoint... Oh. Yeah! That's more like it. I got my boy back. I'm not going to risk losing him. Because if there's one character I'm willing to lose, it's Knuckles. Like, just being frank about it. It's Knuckles. Because he's Knuckles. Let's stick as Knuckles as a result of that. There should be... Don't get hit, don't get hit. There should be another checkpoint before the boss. So, with that in mind, I'm going to be overly cautious. In my pursuit of a checkpoint, okay. Awesome, 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 awesome. All I have to do is not screw this up. Knuckles, don't screw this up for me. And yes, I'm absolutely blaming Knuckles if anything goes badly. I got Tails. I can get all three if I have any level of skill. So I won't get all three, is more or less what that actually means. In fact, I might not get any more. I might just get Tails, which would be very disappointing because, you know, Knuckles and Tails are the characters I don't want. On the bright side, it means I have filler characters. Mighty, yes. Okay, all I gotta do is grab Sonic. Let's see if I can do this. Please let me be able to do this. I do like the applause thing. That's charming. This game's definitely got the charm, more so than the standard Mania did. I mean, well, I can get Sonic later. Standard Mania was already ridiculously charming. Okay. That's my boy. Yes. Look at that. That is actually flawless. And let's play as him for the boss. Let's play Knuckles for the boss, though. Because, I'm not risking losing my boy on the, to be fair, a very easy boss. And a very fun boss. This might be my favorite boss in Mania. But I don't want to risk losing this boy. It's two of the Amy boys. Take 3 hits to kill if you did not know. They just hug you if they grab you because they're Sonic CD references. And that's awesome. It's adorable. It's also Mania's only... Mania. It's Amy's only appearance in Mania, which is really weird to me. I don't blame her for wanting to hug my, Ray. I'm not usually into adorable characters. That's a lie. The older I get, the more I appreciate adorable characters in games. Like, Hat Kid from A Hat in Time is like a 10 out of 10 best character kind of deal. Ray, oof, lovely. Die. Okay. See... If I designed Sonic Mania, Knuckles could impale him on his spikes. You know, he glides with his dreadlocks because, you know, it's science. It's just like in real life. Nice. That level transition is beautiful. Oh my god. I know for a fact that was not one in the original. That is sick. Cool, we're going through the final level as my boys. Well, Mighty and my boy, I guess more accurate. Sonic would be my boy. But we don't have Sonic now, do we? Actually, given the amount of spikes in this level, Mighty would be the best pick. I'll go with him. He should be better. I'm going to play with the analog stick for a minute because my D-pad's starting to stick a little bit. It's really weird because I take really good care of all my controllers. You know, they're typically placed in a drawer. I do leave them on my floor pretty often, if I'm being honest. But I usually keep them in a drawer. This one was in a drawer until I pulled it out. There's a drawer on my desk where I keep my wireless controllers and one for my wired controllers. And I don't know if we'll have Sonic back for the ending. That's weird. Like, of all the characters to not have, Sonic would be the weird one. That's okay. I mean, you know what? Nah, we'll probably get him because Neutronic High Zone or whatever this level's called. I think that's what it's called. I might be thinking of a different level, but it's not difficult. Well, it kind of is. Act 1's not difficult, and Act 2's just annoying. As long as we hit a checkpoint relatively soon, we'll be fine. Yeah, Mighty does have his advantages. Also, things a shockwave. Okay, Mighty's pretty good. Mighty's very, very good. And considering this level's main thing is spikes and lasers, I only have to worry about 50% of the obstacles. I mean, there's enemies I have to worry about, I guess. But again, they're not difficult. All right, let's get Sonic back. Let's get the gang back together. I said, let's get the gang back together. I didn't realize that that bumper spawns. That's cool. All right, just Sonic. So let's cycle once and down. That's Eggman. I just think I just lost the minigame. I have no idea what that does. It didn't seem to do anything. All right, so it's just nothing. It's just a joke. Oh no, now I gotta go through more of it to get to Sonic. No! There's no way I'm gonna be able to get Sonic now. Watch me say that as I, like, pull it off effortlessly. That'll make me mad, considering how much of a big deal I'm making out of it. Nah, I'm not. Oh my god, I might get him. Seriously? Yep, okay, cool. Awesome, that's the gang. That's all 5. Sick. I'm very, very happy, and that's the furthest I've ever gotten in this pinball game. So let's see if I can make it to the top. I'm curious about what's up there. I mean, obviously, I can't get too much more because, you know, I've got all the characters. So I don't really care about getting a bubble shield or anything. Well, bubble shield or, you know, fire shield or... I guess they're all called bubble shields, kind of? Because I see the standard shield referred to as a bubble shield all the time. Even though I don't typically call it that, but... Okay, there's really nothing, and I think that's the top of the board. Although I have to get in here twice to find out. Let's grab a shield, because, I do want to have one, because this level can be tricky. Oh, wow, this is actually... Like, if I wouldn't have screwed up immediately, this would be the easiest part of the board. I'm kind of surprised there's only one pinball board. I mean, I guess it would take a lot to develop this. Oh, geez, what do those do? There's bombs at the bottom. Am I gonna, like... Oh, no, never mind. I think those are always there. Although I gotta continue. I do know I earned a continue in that. I heard the audio jingle for it, which makes me a lot more relaxed. I'm guessing that means I'll get probably just one character back, actually. Nah, that's no better. Because then I'd have to find another 50 rings and do the pinball thing all over again if I mess up. I mean, I have all the guys right now. I have the whole cast. And it's only like a level and a half I have to get through. And a boss. But the boss is pretty easy. I mean, I'm guessing it'll be harder. But I don't care so much about beating it with all the characters as much as I just don't want to, I don't want to have to start over right at the end. But I should be fine. I could do the pinball game again, but I have all the characters, so... Yeah. Again, this level's not really difficult. It's more long. And the next level is neither long or difficult. It's neither, which, you know, that's cool. I'm not complaining that they made it easy. I was surprised by it the first time I played. Switch to the, alternative boy. Or as I used to call him as a kid, Other Shadow, because I didn't know the difference between Mighty and Shadow until I later, you know, read up on the games. But, you know, my first exposure to Mighty was on a comic cover in the, library thing on Sonic Mega Collection on GameCube, which didn't really say anything, and Mighty wasn't in any of the character bios or anything in that game. I don't think there were character bios, but there were, like, picture galleries, and he didn't have one. But I knew who Shadow was, because I played SA2. And he is the same color scheme as Shadow. So I kind of assumed they were the same thing. I mean, I'm talking maybe for like a couple months tops. I was a little kid, granted, but I was an internet savvy little kid. So I probably knew within like a year of even finding out Mighty was a thing. I knew exactly what he would have been. And frankly, I didn't really care. Because like it was obscure enough that it's like whatever. Normally I didn't like being wrong about things, and I get mad and I was wrong as a kid. Now I think it's dope. Whenever I have a preconceived notion of something, and then I find out after a long time, no, it's completely different. That's always cool. I'm trying to think of other games I can stream. I think weekly streams will be a thing on this channel. I am having a lot of fun doing Mania. Even with, now no audience. I had an audience earlier. But honestly, this is entertaining enough that I think it's probably worth it. I'll figure out next week's stream and post about it on Twitter. That's the best place to keep up with what I'm doing on the channel, as well as other things. A lot of political posts, because I'm pretty avidly political. Which I know isn't the most popular thing. Wow, they made this part really easy because you can bounce off these boys. Oh no, you know what? I don't think you can. I think Mighty can. Oh, that's awesome. Mighty is super broken. Man, they just made Mighty broken in this game. This part sucks whenever you aren't supersonic. Please go down, elevator. Oh my god. I'm getting like no chances to hit him. You can hit him when he comes down, but... Oh, there we go. And my jump button didn't want to work. Cool. Bum, 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 ba-dum. Okay, that's out of sync. Again, I can't sing on stream because A, I can't sing. B, it'll be out of sync because my audio is not in sync with the gameplay. It's like half a second off. No, half a second seems too much. It's like 4 or 5 frames off, which I can deal with while I'm playing. It's weird, but no, it's a little more than that. It's probably like 1/8 of a second off or something, which doesn't bother me too much, if I'm being honest. I don't really care, but it is still notable. You know what I mean? Probably. I mean, I'm using basic English. I think everyone knows exactly what I mean. I could do VR streams, too. I do have a VR. Which I got partially to do VR-related content, partially because VR is fun. Yeah, I'm just excited because I just got a big, not big, it's not huge. It's like a 2 terabyte SSHD for like $70, which is a pretty good price. Like, it's not an amazing deal or anything, but it's good. You know, it's normally like $100, $115 drive. So I'm pretty happy to get that. I got it for like $70 from Prime Day. So I'll have storage space again. I haven't had storage space in a long time. Like, fortunately, streaming doesn't really matter for storage because, you know, it's a live stream, but I have like several video projects that I'm recording for. Plus some that are like old projects I'm reviving that, you know, I re-record the gameplay for the reviews, but there's stock footage and like a skit that I do want to reuse because why would I want to re-record old stock footage? I might actually re-record the stock footage because I actually have a better setup now that I think about it. But anyway, like for the most part, like it's not particularly significant. Like it doesn't sound significant. Like 2 terabytes, that's better than having like I had 2 terabytes to begin with. I had 2 terabytes on an 1 terabyte external drive, 1 terabyte internal drive, and a 250 gig SSD, which is, you know, it's certainly storage. It's not a small amount, but it's pretty stock. It had the same hard drives, the internals, both since I built my PC, which was years ago. It's been upgraded a few times since then, but you know, in terms of the hard drives were the same. Hard drive prices went down since then, fortunately. Like the drive I got would have been like hundreds of bucks back, a couple $100 back then, like $200-300 probably. Whereas now it's like $100 by default, thankfully. The graphics card certainly would have been more expensive, especially the one I replaced it with. Because I replaced my original one, you know. It was decent for the time, but it wasn't really good enough for me to do videos, to be frank. Just for rendering and everything. Because GPU accelerated rendering is great. It's an AMD card, and I use Vegas to edit. So it's still not, like, fully integrated, but, you know, it's still better than nothing. That's way off track from Sonic Mania. I have no idea what I was talking about that. This level doesn't feel different at all. I thought there'd be more changes to this level in Encore mode, but, nope. I think this is literally identical. I mean, I guess the level would be kind of hard to alter. Or maybe it's a little bit different. I think it's like... I don't know. This level was easy to begin with, and it's still easy. Just long. I want to get what's in here. What is it? Oh. Great, I'm Knuckles. That's what I wanted. You wanna go up, bud? Alright, there we go. I don't know why I expected that to kill the robot. I don't know why I expected that to do anything either. There we go. Jeez. Yeah, this is like the exact same level. I don't think they actually changed anything about it. I guess it didn't need change. Maybe the boss will be different. I'm hoping it's a little bit harder. I mean, it's not an easy boss, I guess, to begin with, but it's not a difficult final boss. Like, I'd say it's easier, or harder than, say, the Sonic 1 final boss, which is very, very, very easy. Oh, great. Knuckles died at the last level. And I'm not getting him back. There's no way. I don't want to lose Ray. If I want anyone to survive, it's Sonic, Mighty, and Ray. So, you know, the other two can be dead. It's not really important. I guess I could get Knuckles back if I really tried. Actually, no, I don't think there's any checkpoints. No, I think Knuckles is just actually dead. Cool. That's alright. Well, final boss time, because I didn't get any of the Chaos Emeralds, so... Or wait. No, I didn't do this section yet. Never mind, not final boss time. Okay, I could have gotten Knuckles back if I actually tried then. Do I care, though? No, it's Knuckles. He's the worst. Again, it's not that he's bad. I don't hate Knuckles. But man, he's like, just not what I want to play as when I'm playing this, you know? I think he's the worst character in Mania. I like him better than Tails in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, where, you know... I don't know. I don't know why I like him better than Tails in that game. I just don't like Tails in that game. Yeah, this level's really cool though. I always liked the whole idea of like a little, not a boss rush. It's like a mini platforming stage rush. It's just really cool. And it has plenty of sections where you just go ludicrously fast. Okay, now final boss time. So let's see how this goes. I don't know why I went that way. I assume this will be completely identical, because that level was not altered at all, I don't think. Well, he's green now. Titanic Monarch. That's the name of the level. What did I call it? I don't remember what I called it. Neutralic High Zone? That is a thing. I just can't remember what game it's from. Alright. Having the companion character helps because you can, like, hit twice. Or you can just not Ray. I thought you were the best character in the game. I thought you were my friend. Actually, he is my friend. He is my precious BFF. Hey, both of us got caught. That's cool. Alright, this is exactly the same. Well, I don't remember them leaving shockwaves, but then again, I don't know that any of the missiles ever actually hit ever before. So I don't know. Maybe they did alter this substantially, but it doesn't feel like they did. Like, this feels literally identical, actually. Alright, just gotta get ready to go when I do. Yeah. Oh, the top ones go off first instead of the bottom. That's different. Like, that's genuinely different. And I like that. That's cool. Get my rings back, please. Thank you. Get my rings back, please. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, he's the same. They didn't change him at all. Still safe if you stand in the middle. He literally can't do anything to you. You gotta know, like... I mean, you stand on the opposite side that he is in the middle. It's more accurate. One thing I like is that the boss does get easier the more you fight him. Just because, wow, you can't bounce off him. I thought you could. Maybe that was a, either you could or you couldn't in the original, and I'm wrong, which is perfectly possible. Or you could in the original, and I'm right, and they made it harder. Either way, I'm down. This feels like it's taking longer, but again, that could just be my ineptitude. I probably won't die to him, so I probably will end up beating the game as, Tails. Which is pretty lame. Heavy Magician is cool, or whatever he's called. I know he's a hard-boiled heavy, and I know he's a magician. Ah, no rings! No rings! Ah! Thank God. Like, even though I'm not playing as my character of choice, I'm playing also as my character of choice on the side. In fact, let's switch to Best Boy, since I'm pretty much at the end, and I could be killing him a lot faster as him. But then for these sections, I'll switch to Tails, because I don't care if Tails dies. Ah, see, that's clever of me. Although I don't want to lose any characters, so I don't know. I should be more careful. Oh, wow. There were not spikes in the original version, as I don't think. That feels more difficult. And I'm fine with that, but... Like, I have to stress, I'm fine with the increased difficulty of stuff. I'm actually all for it, because this is sort of New Game Plus. It should be harder. Yeah, you can definitely get more hits on him as Ray, though. Nice, now he's going to be really easy. He's just got to be on his left side. Alright, well, this stream's almost over, and I had a lot of fun. Let me say that off from the offset. This is good. Sonic Mania Plus is good. It is Sonic Mania, and it's worth the $5, and you should get it. Encore mode will take about 2 hours of your time. Assuming you knew the original game. Probably longer if you, like, never played it before. Oh, look at him. Well, I guess I didn't get the final boss because, you know, I didn't get the Chaos Emeralds. That was adorable. Oh my God, Eggman. Oh, and then Heavy King gets the Phantom Ruby, and then that's it. I lost. I didn't do anything. And that's it. There's no ending because I didn't get all the emeralds. All right, interesting. Well, I'll have to go back and get the emerald sometime. Obviously, because that was pretty abysmal. But hey, that was a lot of fun. Sonic Mania Plus Encore mode is very, very good by my standards. Again, I don't know that this is going to be how I play it. I'm going to have to play through it as well as Mighty and Ray just to get the emeralds. Just so I have like standard mode with all clear. But wow, they nailed this. They definitely nailed this. That's really good. I'm actually going to... Yeah, he has all of them. He just annihilated me. Alright, cool. So how does that work? Oh, but now that I've cleared it, I can go collect the emeralds. Alright, I'll do that later, for sure. One more thing I want to check, because I know now you can change things. You can turn off the time limit. You can turn off it on debug mode. You can give them all his ability and Knuckles. I saw there was ability to have everyone follow you, but that might just be in Encore mode. In any case, Sonic Mania Plus is absolutely a 10 out of 10. They did such a good job. That's great DLC for $5. Oh! Eggman's got him. He's got my boys, and he's in this jet from the bad ending to Sonic CD. I didn't see that before. That's awesome. Awesome. Cool. Well, that was a stream. It's over now. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Wait, did they change the opening? I'll end it with that. We'll see if they change the opening or not. But in any case, bye-bye.